Hi, today we're going to do lesson 1.5, describe angle pair relationships. The big question here is how do you identify complementary and supplementary angles? So these are words that were on your All About Angles frame. So make sure you've got that All About Angles frame complete, and you might want to have it out and looking at it. So let's do this first example here. First of all, in the figure, name a pair of complementary angles. So let's think complementary. And remember we said it is right to give complements, and right is 90 degrees. So we want two angles that add up to 90 degrees. So I've got this angle right here, 52 degrees, and this angle right here is 38 degrees. So that adds up to 90 degrees. So now we just got to name those angles. Now I can call this angle right here angle ABD, angle DBA, or just angle B. And I'm just going to call it angle B. And I can call it that because it's only the vertex of that angle. The second angle here, I cannot call it angle D because there's a second angle at that same vertex. So I'm going to call this one angle BDC. Could have also called it angle CDB, but I'm just going to go with that name. Let's next look at a pair of supplementary angles. And supplementary, I think supplementary straight. They both start with S's. They're both 180 degrees. So supplementary angles would be this angle right here plus this angle right here, because 52 plus 128 is 180 degrees. So that's angle B and angle. Now I cannot, again, call this angle D because there's two angles at that. So I'm going to call it angle EDB. So angle EDB. I could also have called it angle BDE. Also, we need a pair of adjacent angles. So a pair of adjacent angles. So I need adjacent angles. And adjacent angles are angles that are touching each other. They share a side. So I've got this angle right here, and this common side goes with this angle. So I'm going to say angle CDB and angle EDB. And they both share this common side right there. Let's look at our next question. In the figure, name a pair of complementary angles, a pair of supplementary angles, and a pair of adjacent angles. It might do you good to pause the video and try this on your own right now before you watch me finish it. So complementary. It is right to give complements. That's 90 degrees. So this angle is 50 and this angle is 40. 50 and plus 40 is 90. So I can say angle B and angle. Now there's two angles that share this point E as a vertex. So I'm going to just call that angle DEF. There's my complementary angles. Let's do supplementary next. And I think supplementary straight, they both start with S's. They're both 180 degrees. So I've got this 140 degrees plus another 40 degrees. Well, that's 180 degrees. So angle B and angle GEF. Again, you could have also said angle FEG. Next, we want adjacent angles. So two adjacent angles, those are angles that are touching each other. They share a side. Right here, those two would be adjacent. So angle DEF and angle FEG. So again, they both share this EF. Example 2, find measures of complements and supplements. So the first one, given that angle 1 is a complement, as soon as you hear complement, think it is right to give complements. That is 90 degrees. So angle 1 is a complement of angle 2, and the measure of angle 2 is 57 degrees. Find the measure of angle 1. Well, we can remember the measure of angle 1 plus the measure of angle 2 must equal 90 degrees because they're complements. So the measure of angle 2, let's put what that is in here. So it's like I've got a nice little equation here that I can use to solve to find the measure of angle 1. So I subtract 57 degrees from both, and the measure of angle 1 is 90 minus 57, which is 33 degrees. Given that angle 3 is a supplement, now think supplement, straight, 180 degrees of angle 4, and the measure of angle 4 equals 41 degrees, find the measure of angle 3. So again, write a little equation. The measure of angle 3 plus the measure of angle 4 must equal 180 degrees because they're supplements. Well, the measure of angle 4 is 41, so I can say the measure of angle 3 plus 41 degrees equals 180 degrees. To solve for the measure of angle 3, I'll subtract 41 degrees from both sides. So that makes the measure of angle 3 equal to 139 degrees. An extra example, again, it'd be a good idea for you to pause the video right now and try this on your own and then turn it back on and see if you did it right. So I'm going to start by writing an equation here. Again, it says complements, so that's 90 degrees. It is right to give complements. So the measure of angle 1 plus the measure of angle 2 must equal 90 degrees. It says angle 1 is 73 degrees, so 73 degrees plus the measure of angle 2 equals 90 degrees. Subtract that 73 degrees from both sides. We have the measure of angle 2 equals 17 degrees. Another good idea, go back and look, make sure you answer the question. It says find the measure of angle 2. And that indeed is what we found, the measure of angle 2. The next one, given that angle 3 is a supplement, so supplement sounds like straight, they're both 180 degrees. It's a supplement of angle 4, and the measure of angle 4 is 37 degrees. Find the measure of angle 3. Write your equation. The measure of angle 3 plus the measure of angle 4 equals 180 degrees. It says angle 4 is 37 degrees, so the measure of angle 3 plus 37 degrees equals 180 degrees. Subtract your 37 degrees from both sides. The measure of angle 3 is 180 minus 37, which is 143 degrees. So we got the measure of angle 3, and that is indeed what the question was asking us. So that is all for this lesson. Have a good day.